43, y'all.
We all love to eat, and I just can't stop.
Just like how the stars of the show are loaded to the brim with food, my 600-pound life is stuffed. Just like how the stars of the show are loaded to the brim with food, my 600-pound life is...
Why? I mean, who knows? I just hope this is for 2 people. 3 at the most.
Is stuffed to the capacity with some of the most eye-opening, unholy abominations that technically qualify as meals. While it's easy to remember most of the more recent episodes, sometimes you gotta go back and check out the really early stuff to find some diamonds in the rough, or chicken nuggets on the carpet, if you prefer. So, subscribe if you haven't already for more content, click that bell, and let's dive right into it.
Just being a big person, I can't just get up and walk around like most normal people can. Too big for my legs.
Donald is one of the first ever guests in the history of the show, and we can see right away why he desperately needs Dr. Now's help.
I can't walk very far because of my weight. It hurts to do much anything anymore. I don't know how I got to this point.
Yep, he was not taking a long trip in that motorized chair, he just needed a trip to the mailbox. So, how did Donald even let himself get to this point in the first place?
Age 5, I was 150 pounds. 16, I was pushing 275.
What?
Age 5, I was 150 pounds.
Oh, ooh. I thought he said 550 pounds, y'all.
16, I was pushing 275. When I was 19, I was about 400.
My goodness, so Donald's been on the larger side his entire life? Is this just unfortunate genetics, or has he been overeating?
Is it just me, or do he look like Chris Griffin?
From the day he was born.
I had no problem eating food.
Just like to eat.
Used to go and get 4 tacos, 2 bean burritos, and eat all of it.
Well, based on that, I have to assume he's just been making terrible food choices for his entire life. Let's start off by really looking at what's on his plate there.
I had no problem eating food.
Just like to eat.
Okay, right off the bat, we've got some fried shrimp, mashed potatoes, french fries, and what I can only assume is unhealthy dipping sauce in the center of the plate.
You got mashed potatoes and french fries?
Maybe I've been looking at the wrong food pyramid my whole life, because that's not what it says we should eat.
Used to go and get 4 tacos, 2 bean burritos, and eat all of it.
Hold up! 4 tacos and 2 bean burritos in one sitting. That's obviously a terrible choice to make for your own health, but it's even worse for the poor local sewer department. Honestly, if this is a regular day in the life of what it's like for Donald, it's no surprise that he can barely walk around anymore.
Being this size is miserable. I am always in pain. I can't do anything on my own. My husband Josh has to help me take a shower and wipe my butt when I use the bathroom.
Betty Jo is 24, going on 90, and she basically has no control over her life. I mean, just look at the footage. Standing up is next to impossible, she can't shower on her own, and she even can't use the bathroom without assistance. While she still is able to walk, you can tell she's not far from being bedridden. Food addiction is awful, and we're about to see it in action.
What are we having for breakfast? Chicken strips, mac and cheese, and applesauce.
Well, that is a certainly interesting choice for breakfast. Chicken strips, mac and cheese, and applesauce would be a poor choice for dinner.
And then you... I'm trying to not cuss as much, y'all. You try...
But for breakfast? How in the world does anyone start their day with that combination of food? It is the most important meal of the day, but Betty Jo's not exactly making the most out of the most important meal.
Yeah, those chicken strips are good. I'll probably eat a couple hours.
You gonna eat all of them.
It's a lot of chicken.
Well, at least her cousin's trying to push her away from her bad eating habits. But Josh, come on dude, you're not fooling anyone. We know that Betty Jo is going to eat most, if not all of those chicken strips. And there are enough to feed a family of 3 or 4. Getting into that cart is apparently enough to make Betty Jo pull a muscle. But like all the greats, she'll play through the pain for the love of the game. Or in this case, mac and cheese. Hopefully this time it'll be more of a lunch or dinner instead of breakfast.
Man, if you don't get her out that aisle, man, I was about to cuss. Like, if you don't get her out that aisle, bruh, stop being a punk.
They'll judge, like, look at that fat girl. Post your pizzas. I'm this way because of food.
Good lord. Folks, we all know that My 600 Pound Life has no shortage of bad shoppers, but Betty Jo might just take the cake here, or the frozen pizza if you will. Just off the footage alone, we are seeing her exclusively grab pre-made food, chips, roughly 5 dozen pizzas, sodas, and that's just scratching the surface.
I'm just a big food person. I love starches, fries, mashed potatoes. I can eat a whole bag of chips if I don't pay attention. I just love food.
Look, I know you can't get to Betty Jo's size without truly bad eating habits, but how on earth is she physically capable of eating everything she's describing? Like, let's be honest, guys, this should not be possible.
I know I'm helping her. You can just see her life fading. I don't want her to die on me.
You're the main one seeing her life fading, so why don't you do something about it, sir?
But my biggest fear is if she loses this weight, she's not gonna need me no more.
Are you serious, Josh? That's your biggest fear? Not Betty Jo dying just by the thought that she'll leave you if you don't have complete control over every aspect of her life? Just about every patient on My 600 Pound Life has at least one enabler, but I'm not sure if we've ever seen one so blatantly self-centered as Josh. But I guess having Josh as her support system can naturally lead to eating.
Look at the dog. He mad. That dog, like, she ain't give me not one crumb of that, bruh. She ate 35 chicken strips. I ain't even get half of a one.
Mozzarella sticks immediately after getting back from the supermarket.
Her body's just not gonna hold on forever.
My biggest fear is dying like this. I don't want to be like this anymore.
Well, if that's not a cry for help, I don't know what is. It is bad enough that she's having sugary cereal on top of everything else she's eaten today, but eating it out of a Tupperware? That's rock bottom. There's no way around it. And it's truly not like you can just assume they were out of bowls. Look at how much cereal that is. A regular bowl has no chance of holding that.
Alright, now hold up, Playboy. I used to get big bowls like that of cereal too back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Cinnamon Toast Crunchy it up. I need me the biggest bowl you got in the cupboard.
Most days, I don't even want to get up.
I feel like I'm trapped in this body.
Getting out of bed and starting the day with a shower was one of the most routine activities I can think of. But just look how hard that simple task is for Laura and her husband.
Some of the things I do for her may not be good for her, like the sweets and other stuff, but she means the world to me.
Wow, you think the sweeping might not be a good idea, Joey? What could possibly give you that idea? And she asked Joey for the sweets, so this is entirely on him.
I'm a hungry individual. I want to grow. I want to learn.
I came across the Google Career Certificate.
My fault.
It's hard to tell her no because I love her.
We already talked about this.
Now I'm around 600 pounds, and I can't do anything.
That is a whole lot of fried food, and maybe it's just the editing, but it sure looks like Laura just ordered 2 full-size meals just for herself. Apparently, that giant plate of sweets is just a small snack to her.
I want to change, but I'm scared that I won't make it. I know if I don't do something, I'm gonna die soon.
Well, at least now she's got her daily dairy intake. Seriously though, how on earth do you have room to eat ice cream after all that?
When I imagined my life at 30, I thought I would have my white picket fence, I'd have kids. But my life is nothing like that. It's a nightmare.
Ashley's uncontrollable appetite has taken away all of her life dreams. Instead of a house, a family, and a yard, she can barely get out of bed in the morning.
Unfortunately, my weight has now made him a caretaker.
Ashley's husband Daniel is supposedly a caretaker, but I'm not sure how.
A who? He's supposed to be a who? More like, man, I said this in the last video before. That's the Undertaker, man. That's your Undertaker. That's your Reaper.
Much care he's providing if he's bringing her both onion rings and fries. Daniel, buddy, look at her. Do you really think she should be having both?
In my family, we all enable each other. We all like to eat. I feel guilty about not being able to say no.
Yes, Ashley, everybody has to eat, but nobody has to eat fast food, chicken sandwich, onion rings, fries, and a soda so big you could drown someone in it. I promise you, there are other options out there.
Driving is one of the only things I can still do on my own. I want to feel comforted. Can I get a large waffle cone iced cappuccino?
How about no? You had enough. Then you just had some onion rings, some burgers, and all that already?
Sausage and cheddar breakfast sandwich?
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna act like going through a drive-thru on your way home from work is a moral sin. But doing that after a big breakfast is a little wild.
I eat sweets about 4 to 5 times a day.
I bet you
Eating
do.
calms me. It makes...
I always make a ton of food.
It's time for dinner, and that is not a good sign. If everything Ashley has done to this point is just eating, then what constitutes a feast? I'm a little scared to ask.
Eating just suits me. It always has. And especially when I'm really sad and I'm emotional, I just want to eat.
Okay, so the choice itself isn't the worst, chicken and rice with some broccoli, but it's rather the quantity of food.
I don't think I
Where more the broccoli at? Where's the broccoli at?
She realizes how much she's eating. I fear that she's close to the edge.
Man, shut the hell. You know what? I'm through. Cause boy, he got me. How you gonna sit there and tell her, yo, the audacity of you, man? You gonna sit there and say that and you the one feeding them most of that? Bruh, people, what is wrong with people, bruh? Like, she would hate me. I want chicken fingers. You ain't eating that. No. Man, boy, I can't be an enabler like this. I cannot, man. Especially if I see that it's messing you up severely. I can't do it. I cannot, man, because it will mess me up. God forbid you pass away, then I'm going to blame myself. I can't, yo. These people is out of their damn mind. You sitting there talking about you don't want her to be that big, yet you feeding her the exact food that meal that she's eating right now that her mother made is better than them damn chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. That food will actually help her lose weight more than that. I know it's a big quantity of it, but you put more vegetables on it. Man, come on, man. We not that crazy. A lot of us know exactly what we have to do to get there. You know, that just made me drink. I'm drinking hella water now. I already lost probably like 5 to 6 pounds. I can't say 10 because I have not done that yet. That would be lying. But but yeah, man. You gotta make them. You gotta make them substitutions. It's gonna be tough, yes, but eventually you have to do it. You have to do it, and it's only gonna get worse the older you get. Man, if y'all don't listen now, I'm telling you. Would you rather pay right now to get your life the way you want it, or be paying way more money for your medical bills? Paying money for medicine that's just gonna keep you good to a point to where you have to take that next pill that just keeps you there. It don't skyrocket you to better health. It just keeps you there. You know? You got, man, this ain't no joke, dude. But I'm just trying to give y'all some kind of health advice that I know just a little bit of. I don't know a whole lot. I just know a little bit. And I'm learning day by day. I'm even learning myself. I'm learning what agrees with my body and what don't. I know what I need to be eating and what I don't. I know how much I should not be eating, and I don't. I take it in moderation now. You know, I know what gives me energy in the whole nine. Y'all have to do that for yourself too. Everybody's body is different. But I do recommend get way more water in your system. A lot more water. If you feel like the water is nasty, throw some cucumber, lemon, some lime. You can even throw fruit, pineapples. You can throw other stuff in the water to make it flavorful. Forget Gatorade, forget Prime, because I heard about that too. Talk about it gives you energy. That's bullshit. They even got ginger water. You can throw ginger in your water. That is real electrolytes. Cucumber in your water is natural electrolytes. Lemon, lime, come on, man. Just look it up. Look it up. Like people be talking about, like, I'm about to go to the store get alkaline water. You can make your own alkaline water at home, even if it's tap. Man, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Yo, if you like this, man, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought. Share the video. And subscribe to the channel for your boy, man. Peace, love, blessings. See you on the next video, man. We out.